To the uninitiated, it would appear that the Templar Order and Assassin Brotherhood are in both ethos and manifesto diametrically opposed. And it is true, up to a point. Yet it is a fool who does not learn from his enemy. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. To see yourself as they see you, your weaknesses and strengths. To walk in their shoes, to see through their eyes, to make their talents your own. For some, this smacks of heresy. For a cross, however, its standard operating practice, it has been remarked that the unique skill set required of a black cross is akin to taking a cutting from the assassin tree and grafting it to that of the Templars. So it continues to be. Using historical evidence in addition to genetic data, the Animus can cross-reference algorithms to extrapolate events beyond the limits of transference. The potential is mostly ignored by the Order, who choose to focus on only the most defining or remarkable moments of an ancestor's life. But for a cross, it is an opportunity to look for patterns, interweavings, that may have previously gone unnoticed. And if we are to learn from our enemies, let it be from the greats.
Maestro, you must eat something. You need to build your strength.
Strength? For what, Etienne? I am dying, and have eaten enough meals to last a lifetime. One less will make no difference. Go, give it to some poor deserving soul in the street.
Maestro.
Do as I say, boy. And make sure it is not bound for your belly either. I know you have been at my wine cellar. I can smell it on your breath. My eyes and ears may be failing me, but not my nose. Now go!
Yes, Maestro.
Hello, old friend.
Death, is that you?
It's Ezio.
Same thing. It is good to see you, my brother. You look well.
Grazie, mio caro amico. Machiavelli will join us di mattina. He is eager to hear your thoughts on his most recent treatise. How do you feel?
My bones are tired. I am weary of this life. The worms will have their feast of me soon enough.
Are you in pain?
Some. It comes and goes. It reminds me I am still alive. Is that why you are here? To offer your services to ease my passing?
If that is what you wish, you wouldn't feel a thing.
If any other man were sitting before you, and you offered death, they would piss themselves with fear. But I know it was meant with love, and I love you all the more for it.
Easy now, riposa. Better.
Yes, thank you. I am not long for this world. A shadow falls upon me, but let us not dwell on that. Let us just talk, as old friends do. Tell me something I have not heard before. Tell me a secret.
Very well. A painting of yours. The woman with the chestnut hair.
Si, La Gioconda. What of it?
Your model, the Mona Lisa. We shared the kinship some time ago, before she posed for you.
You and Lisa? Now this is worth living for. Tell me more.
Very well. It was just outside Firenze, the spring of 1504. With the Florentine Brotherhood still in tatters, I required urgent help with equipment repairs to allow me to arm our newest recruits. But my return to La Città dei Gigli had not gone unnoticed. It was just one of many bouts of bloodletting that have punctuated my life. Requiescat in pace. A parade of aggressors sconosciuti, whose sole destiny, it seems, was to die upon my steel. This day was no different. Outnumbered, circondato. They imagined they had un vantaggio. They were mistaken. And so was I. The hard rain smothered every sound, even the screams of the dead and the dying. Foolishly, I gave it only a passing thought. It was to cost me. One decido bastardo clung tenaciously to life, more so than even you. I fell prey to his blade and my compiacimento. It was not deep as a well, nor wide as a church door, but it did suffice. I felt the light and life leach out of me, and all came to darkness. But it was not the end.
Keep still, Percarita. You'll tear your stitches again.
Why am I bound?
Because you would not keep still. You were dreaming like a mastino de caccia. Legs and arms thrashing. I had to bind you for your own sake.
Then clearly I am in your debt. Thank you. And these are fine knots. You know your craft?
I was raised on a farm. This one, actually. I know how to restrain animals. Oh, that's not to say. I didn't mean that you...
Capisco, mia signora. I'm not offended, trust me. But I would like to be untied if it's all the same to you.
Can I trust you, though? Do I have your word you will not try to harm me?
You have it. Upon my honor.
Very well. Pray, do not make a fool of me or a liar of you. Slowly now. Take your time. You have been unconscious for days. Do you have a name?
I'm Ezio. Ezio di Torre da Firenze. And yours?
I am Signora de Giocondo. Lisa to my friends. This is my father's land. My husband and I are visiting. I was out riding when I found you. And the others. Did you kill them all?
Si.
Did they deserve it?
Si. I take it since I am the livestock's house guest, your husband does not know I'm here.
No, I am his third wife. He is a good man, but older and set in his ways. He would not understand. He would have turned you over to Leo Torita.
So why didn't you?
When I was a child here, I found a fox caught in a snare. I knew it had been killing my father's hens, but I could not see it suffer. So I freed it. If it were to die, I wanted it to have a fighting chance.
Then I am your fox.
Ha! You silver-tongued devil! You could charm the birds from the trees.
True, it was pretense at first. Self-preservation. But the days we spent together, it grew to be something more. I discovered that beyond her beauty, she was a woman of uncommon strength and intellect. By hiding me, she showed more courage than most men I've ever known, and a kindness to match. We both knew much of loss and of longing, but as with much in this world, it was not meant to be. I could feel her heart softening towards me, but I was mindful that she was wedded to another, the mother to his children. Yet she was no bauble to be draped upon his arm. She had a mind and a will of her own that he clearly admired and respected. In another time, another life, things between us might have been different, but a brotherhood, a family, Roma needed me. I did not have to explain. She knew I could not stay. I have endured much pain in my life, but none quite so bittersweet as that moment.
She did what was right, no matter how it pained her. You were her fox.
And the wild thing must run free.
Did you ever see her again?
In a manner of speaking, and under your very nose.
What say you?
It was around a year later. You had been pressed into Cesare Borgia's service to create weapons to use against
Pope Julius II, his former ally turned enemy. Yes, Ezio. My mind is not so worn that I do not recall that unfortunate time.
Well, despite Cesare's imprisonment, His Holiness was determined to deprive the Borgia of your genius and elected to end your life. Upon hearing this, I had decided otherwise. He sent his best men. Murderers, mercenari, culled from every corner of creation. Theirs was a profession of violence. Lives steeped in scronti and massacre. But there is more to murder than simply taking a life. There is art in its execution, a harmonious dexterity of hand and eye. Every sweep and stroke a killing line. They did not understand this. To them, it was a perfunctory act, a means to an end. There was no craft to their killing. Our combat was an education and the last lesson they would ever learn. I contemplated leaving one as un avertimiento, but I knew the Holy Father would not see it as such. He would consider it una provocazione. Keep them off your back. I wanted to send a message they would all understand. That no one touches you and lives.
I knew nothing of this. My dear friend, why did you not say something?
Would you have been happier knowing there was a price on your head? Besides, when I came to you, you were a little preoccupied.
No. My dear Signora, I have seen a sack of onions display more emotion. I don't want histrionics more. A subtlety, something enigmatic, as if you were recalling some pleasant memory or secret. A guilty pleasure, perhaps?
Maestro.
Not now! I said I did not wish to be disturbed! Yes, that's it! Don't move a muscle.
It was the last time I ever saw her. She and I never spoke, but I will always remember the way she looked at me. And so will the world, for you have made her immortal. Rest well, dear Leonardo. My sister Claudia sends her love. Tomorrow I shall write to her of your condition. I shall see you before the end. I swear.
Maestro?
It seems the assassins are not so different from the Templars in prizing loyalty, love, and compassion in those closest to them. And that knowledge makes them easier to infiltrate, betray, and kill. Love makes us weak. I recall another of their master assassins once said as much, but it seems their Florentine mentor had few qualms about that prospect. The Order considers these memories insignificant, but history is an arsenal, just like any other. Sometimes the greatest value can be found where you least expect it. You just need to know what to look for.